Welcome back, Hayao Miyazaki. Let's see what you got in store for us this time. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing Hayao Miyazaki's next animated entry, The Boy and the Heron, about Mahito, played by US actor Luca Padovan, a young 12-year-old boy who struggles to settle in a new town after his mother's death. However, when a talking heron, played by Batman himself, Robert Pattinson, informs Mahito that his mother is still alive, he enters in an abandoned tower in search for her, which also takes him to another world. Now, first off, this is the part where I say I am so glad that they made this a 2D hand-drawn animated film again. Their last animated entry, which is called Earwig and the Witch, which I have not seen, but that one was fully CGI, and to me, by the looks of it, that type of animation did not look good at all. Not to mention that it's directed by Goro Miyazaki, which I'm assuming that's either Hayao Miyazaki's brother or his son. But in any case, I'm sure that Goro saw Miyazaki's work, and I'm assuming he was all like, hey, I'm a huge fan of what you do. Why don't I create a movie of my own? But I also want to include your style too. And I also want to incorporate a talking cat character in my movie, just like your talking cat creation from Kiki's Delivery Service. I promise you, you're gonna love it. But not long after, the IMDb rating says it all. Critics and audiences were not very pleased with this work, and rightfully so. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so I don't know what the story is like. I'm just judging this based off of the animation, and the animation style looked hideous in that movie. Thank God that wasn't the case with this movie. Just like with Hayao Miyazaki's other works, and only his other works, the mix between classic hand-drawn animation with a mix of hints, just mere hints of CGI in it. They both mix together wonderfully. The background matte paintings look stunning. The hand-drawn cell animation looks fantastic. And the lighting, shadows, and color shading looked breathtaking. Nobody can do hand-drawn cell animation better than Hayao Miyazaki. He's just that talented. Even when it comes to the movie's use of cinematography. In terms of execution, the camera shots in the movie feel intimidating, to the point where I feel like a happy little boy again. I miss 2D hand-drawn animation, and this movie kept that spirit alive. Anybody who tells me otherwise watching this video, you have my permission to X out the video and express your hate somewhere else. No one wants you here. Anyways, with that being said, the animation looks fantastic in this movie. Nothing more needs to be said. Moving on. Now, when it comes to the voice acting, again, I saw this movie in English, like I always do. But the American voice actors, I feel like did a fantastic job portraying their characters in this movie. And speaking of the characters, their development in the movie meshed well within the story. Our main character that we get attached to and root for is Mahito. And his driving force in the movie is that he is suffering from PTSD from the events of World War II, which caused his mother to engulf in flames during the war, which was also the film's inciting incident. So his goal is that he has to find the real truth about his mother's death and rescue Natsuko, played by US voice actress Gemma Chan, and also his new friend Himi, played by US voice actress Karen Fukuhara, from Certain Death. But if I want to touch upon the movie's side characters, both the Grey Heron and a pirate-looking woman named Kariko, played by the voice of Goldilocks from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Florence Pugh. But they're fun to watch in this movie. Kariko started out as pretty much like a guard to her homestead, who also thinks that Mahito is invading her territory. But after a while, you start to warm up to her, and she became like a good friend to him, who helps both him and the Grey Heron on their quest to rescue both Natsuko and Lady Himi from being cremated, basically. But we all know he's gonna pull through by the end, right? But does that make the story predictable to the point where I'm not buying his motivation? A little bit, but at the same time, not at all. In terms of the film's dramatic and emotional moments, he has a valid reason why he feels guilty about his mother's death. And I totally understand why he wants to figure out the full truth of what truly happened to her. Would you feel the same way that he felt if your mother died in that situation? We all would. And this movie perfectly captured that feeling of both dread and anguish of this character throughout the whole film. Huge kudos to Hayao Miyazaki for incorporating how much he cares for his late mother and how much he wants to keep her spirit alive. Great job! Other than that, guys, in the end, I have no problems with the movie The Boy and the Heron. I personally thought it was another one of those great animated films Studio Ghibli has ever released. It had a great story, colorful characters, fantastic animation, amazing English voice acting, and breathtaking lighting and color coordination. In short, it was literally a work of art, and I cannot wait to own this on 4K Blu-ray once it comes out. And as a result, I rate The Boy and the Heron a solid 5 out of 5 stars. Another great film in recent years. I highly recommend it if you guys haven't seen it. Do so while you still have the chance. So, The Boy and the Heron. Have you seen it? If you haven't, what are you guys waiting for? Strike while the iron's hot. But for those of you who have, come back and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share it with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on my Instagram page and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. Also, you guys don't have to do this if you don't want to. But if there's a rare chance that you guys are interested, there's a little join button down below the video, just right next to the subscribe button. If you click on it, not only will you join my YouTube membership program, but you'll also have access to custom loyalty badges, custom made emojis that I created for myself, and a special shout out from yours truly. So in this case, I would like to give a lovely shout out to this individual right here. So if you want to join her, make sure you click on that little join button and become a member. It doesn't really cost you much. It only costs $2.99 a month to join. But make sure you click on that join button and become an OG Cinedroid in no time. Also, I set up a Patreon page for you guys to check out as well. There will be a link in the description so that way you can visit my page and gain access to up to 4 membership tiers. On my page, I post my reviews a week early before you get to see them post on this channel. I'm also planning to do nerdy pop culture fan polls, book audio reviews, and also full-length movie and TV show reactions on my page as well. So if that's your cup of tea, if you guys are interested, go to the link below, become a patron, and let's get to know each other a bit more. Also, if you want to subscribe to my gaming channel, there's either a link in the description or at the icon card at the top right corner of your screen. Go over there, subscribe, and let's just have fun together. Also, if you want to subscribe to my GS Productions After Dark channel where I review movies, TV shows, and video games that are strictly not for families, there'll be a link in the description so that way you can check out that channel if you're feeling frisky. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.